to the show where stories unfold.
Let's go.
People doing big things, breaking the mold. They're changing the game, making waves every day.
Big moves.
Shining bright with the work that is left.
Shine on.
This is Breaking the Silence with Nick
Nick Nicole in the building.
Unleash your inner voice and make some
Turn
noise.
up. Welcome to the Breaking the Silence podcast with Arthur, Nick Nicole. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell your cousin, tell your friend, tell your neighbor to come over here and break the silence with Arthur, Nick Nicole. Welcome to another powerful episode. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the conversation. Welcome to another powerful episode of Breaking the Silence. I'm your host, Arthur Nikki Nicole, and every episode is about embracing the voice, a vision that drives us forward, taking ownership of our truth, speaking with integrity, finding the courage to rise, and using our stories to elevate and inspire others. So joining me today is an extraordinary guest. We've been having a time getting up with each other, but we're here now. We're here. He is Mr. John J. Lucky III, a true voice from his roots in gospel music to collaborate with some big names in the industry. He has been a testament to the power of his perseverance and passion. So get ready to hear how he's using his voice to connect, inspire, and break those barriers in the music industry. So after his countdown, please welcome this amazing gentleman to the platform. How you doing?
I'm blessed to be here. We finally got up with each other.
Right. Thank you so much for coming to support me. I'm excited about having this conversation with you today and putting you in the
Oh
spot.
yeah, I'm grateful to be here. Yeah, most definitely.
So tell me, when did you fall in love with the mic?
Oh, um, I'd have to say I was a little kid when I fell in love with music. I was a really young kid, and my parents. I come from both of my parents are pastors. And they weren't when I was growing up, but they played a lot of gospel music and a lot of R&B. So I just gravitated to that. My grandmother played music as well. She was choir director, and so I just grew up around music my whole life. So it's been a love since my inception, basically. When I was since birth, I just been engulfed in music all around me, been all around me. Yeah.
Nice. So can you share a moment where from singing in the church that shaped who you are today as an artist?
Well, going to church, I was a young man. I used to watch my mom sing in the choir a lot and my grandmother sing in the choir a lot. And then I got a little older and I started to sing in the choir as well. And high school is where the pivot, the change came. It's when I was introduced to a guy named David Dean, Reuben Houston, Robert Bonner, and we had another guy, DeMarco, that was in the group, and we created a group called YMS, and we did harmony, and I taught the guys harmony because I learned it in school and in church, and so yeah, then that's where the shift came, was singing like doo-wop songs at school, Boys to Men songs, Shy, and getting that harmony down packed, and that's where it started. Yeah.
So when was that moment when you said, you know what, I'm going to take the music more serious? I'm going to step out and I'm going to be that voice.
Yeah. So in starting the group with YMS, my friend David Dean, who with the bass in the group, was also the writer. And me and him used to sit and write songs together. And when I wrote my first song, I was like, I think I can do this, you know. But I didn't take it serious then, right? So it took some time for me to actually. It took me when I did my first recording with Ghazi. Shout out Ghazi, Third Eye Studio in Mountain View. This was before Ghazi became the CEO of Empire. But me and the guys went and recorded a old Boys to Men song, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this a little more seriously. Yeah,
Nice. Nice. So not only do you sing, you write songs too. So tell me how does a songwriting process look for you? Like when you sit down to write a song,
yeah.
what does it take? A quiet environment, or do you have to be surrounded with like instrumentals to write?
Oh yeah, I like quiet. I like to detach from people and be able to use my imagination. I need that actually. It's not like sometimes like I can come with like with things that are on the spot. Like if it's surface, you know what I mean? Like yeah, we can do that. You know what I mean in the studio real quick. Like but if it's the way I like to write, and I want to add in some metaphors, and I want to make this bar line up with the eighth bar. I want to have them in awe. It takes time. It takes a lot of time actually. Sometimes I've had songs take a whole year, just one song. Yeah, like getting it to where I want it to get it and getting in flow. Really is getting in the flow.
So what's one of your I'll say favorite or maybe meaningful songs that you have written so far?
Favorite and meaningful song that I've written so far. Would have to say "To the Moon." "To the Moon" is one of my favorite songs, most meaningful songs. I think that it's a phrase that "I love you to the moon and back" is a phrase that people say, and um, I think I captured the essence of that phrase, and people were able to share it with their people they love, and say, "Yeah, I love you to the moon and back" in a song, in song formation, and just in word. So I think that's one of my favorite songs.
I love it. I love it. So now you admire people like Marvin Gaye
Yeah.
and Usher. Now, what kind
Yeah.
of influence have they had on you as a songwriter and especially when you perform? Because we all know that Usher, he performs when he
Yeah,
gets on.
I
So
can't dance like Usher, and I'm a little introverted too, so that's another thing I'm working through is being more of my stage performance, maybe incorporating some more stuff like that. But I think Usher has influenced me so much. I think much more than Marvin Gaye, but Usher has because Usher was one of the first artists I really was like, dang, that's an artist, and he was it was around my age range when he started like doing his career. He was like 13 or 14. And so just watching his career, I think I watched Usher's career for his whole career. And from mimicking his Usher's the slide, the that Usher slide, that old school Usher slide, I learned how to do that move, and I still bust it out every now and then. But his harmony, his falsetto, the way he trains his voice,
mm,
the way he, practices warming up his voice and things of that nature. I got a lot from Usher. Yeah.
nice. Nice. So now you've collaborated with a lot of major artists. Now, out of all those artists that you have worked with, which collaboration challenged you the most with your creativity and why?
Mm, that's a good question. Which collaboration challenged me the most? I say Fab. Mr. Fab challenged me the most. Um, we did a song that I think we ended up selling it, but we did a song together, and he challenged me to go in there without having any lyrics and just do whatever I felt that came to the beat. He's like, just whatever you feel sounds, whatever it is, just let that out and do it the way you would do it as if you had words. And I was like, all right,
Mm.
cool. So I went in the booth. I started just, whatever he said, we're gonna work on the first intro, then we're gonna work on the verse, then we're gonna work bar for bar with how you feel per, what I'm saying, per bar, per, fourth bar, we're gonna switch it up, we're gonna go to the A bar. So as I'm singing and I'm singing these notes, he's like, all right, say right? And I'm like, oh, okay, I hear what you're doing. So I would say the words that he would hear with the melody that I was providing, and he was, and it was one of the dopest sessions I ever had. Yeah,
Wow. Now, so no, now after that day, did you go back in the booth and do the same thing again, ever again?
exactly. That's it. It helped my style too. It helped me, get in there writing style too. So, cause Fab don't write like all the time. Like he'll just get in the booth and just start recording. You know what I
Man,
mean? And so it definitely helped with writing certain songs for sure.
those are some talented people that can just jump in the booth and just do their thing. Like
Yeah, he
that was
don't.
a
Yeah,
natural.
yeah, he don't even write, man. Like all the time. Like he just get in there and go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now I have to ask you this because I asked every artist that come across the platform. When it comes down to lyrics and the beat, which
Mhm.
one do you think makes a song a hit? Because me personally, and I say this every time, if I hear that beat and that beat is not good, I'm skipping the song. So I'm never gonna hear what you're saying.
Yeah. I think like because I went to school for music, so I learned and we had to do music appreciation. And I think I learned to appreciate things that I probably wouldn't like normally. And so I do give people, if I hear a beat and it's not technically something I like initially, I'll give it to the first four bars. And if the beat and the bars don't go together, then yeah, I can't go. But for me, I like lyrics. I'm a lyrical person. I like over beat. So if the lyrics are so dope, I'm gonna listen to you. You know what I mean? Like especially if you're riding that beat the right way. Like if your cadence is you in pocket, I'm listening. I don't care if it could be some synth sounds and some gongs and I don't care what it is. If you sound right on the beat and your delivery, your tone, everything, the color your voice is sounding right, I'm gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying? But there's been songs that the beat carried the person though that I that I've liked too. So I guess it depends on the artist really.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But
Mhm.
you know what? With me having so many interviews with different artists from different genres, I've learned to appreciate the lyrics more so
Yeah,
now
yeah.
than I did before. So because I have a deeper respect now because here I am now trying to record myself.
Right.
So that takes a lot. Like
Yeah,
sometimes you don't record in the first moment. You
yeah,
might not be like the one that you can jump in the booth and just put it down. You might have to
right.
put it 10, 15 times.
Yeah. That's
So I got
facts.
a different respect when it comes to artists now. Like, listen, that's a lot of work. They deserve to be paid. And
Yeah,
that's just true.
lyrics take a lot, man, especially if you want to make sense and you
Yes.
want to tell a story and you want to have metaphors and you want to have similes and you want to, paint a beautiful picture, you
Yes.
gotta take some time. Yeah.
And not only that, now you have the trends. You have, now
Right.
that's a whole different ball game. How do you stay authentic in the game? Because there's all types of things that you could do to just rise to the top. How do you still remain true to yourself, even though you have all of this going on, where you can just rise to the top instantly?
Yeah, so I try not to do the trend thing. Like I don't like TikTok dances and like I enjoy watching them sometimes, but I'm not it's not me. It's just not me. Like I have to do and I have to do what feels natural to me, and that just don't feel natural to me. You know what I mean? So I'm probably not gonna catch me doing too many TikTok dances unless I'm doing it with my kids. You know what I mean? I'm doing it with my kids because they want to do some stuff. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm not doing it to try to like push my music or nothing because
Right.
not who I am. You know what I mean? Like I'll get it another way. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's not it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not it.
So, so what's one moment in your career that felt like the universe was saying you're on the right path?
Yeah. So right now. Right now, I had a dream. I was in Alabama. I had a dream, and in my dream there was a person that I know who was in the dream. And in that dream, he was at work, and his job said the right way. That was the name of his job, right?
Mm.
And he recently reached out to me, and I hadn't talked to him in probably like 16 years. And so the the atmosphere that has been created for my life right now, the season I'm in right now, for him to enter my life, and I had that dream, I believe I'm in the right, going the right way. And what I'm doing now is I'm in the season of crossing over to gospel music, and everything that I'm doing is being centered around God,
Right.
Yahuwah, you know what I mean, and his creation, and getting to his people and helping people heal. And that's, I think this is, I'm on the right way now, the right way.
So now what made you decide to, go back to your roots? Because that's what you're doing. You're going back to your
Yeah,
roots.
yeah, yeah. So I started writing a book, I want to say 3 years ago, and it was just like affirmations, right? And I was in a season where I was dabbling in things I probably shouldn't have been, but that's why I didn't complete it. And so now I've pretty much completed the book. Like, it's almost ready for publishing. And the book is about, you know, what I call soul work. You know what I mean? It's like helping your inner child heal while building your faith in the Most High, at the same time. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and that's what's causing this. My relationship with God right now is causing this changes. You know what I mean? It's different. You know what I mean? It ain't the
Right.
same as it was before. Like, this time in my relationship with God, I believe that He's communicating with me a lot more through visions, dreams, and subtle things like synchronicities, people say. But he's communicating with me a lot more, and I feel like that's why I'm on the right way, and that's why I have to do things that are different. I get to change the narrative. I get to change it.
Love it. So
Hmm.
now were you shifting from being an R&B hip hop slash artist to gospel?
Hmm.
What type of challenges do you think you're gonna face in that industry?
Oh, I believe it's the same. Like, I believe that because there are people who are unhealed everywhere. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter where we go, job or whatever. There, we're gonna face those things, and if we're not healed ourselves, whatever's triggers us is we're gonna project on other people. So we gotta always be aware and be mindful that just because you're thinking you're in this environment is safer over here, right? Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be safer. You know what I mean? We have to use discernment. We got to be wise. You know what I'm saying? And be attentive. You know what I mean? Because you want to put yourself in the right positions and right people. And there's sharks in everywhere. You know what I mean? So
You right about that.
yeah,
You right about that. But I didn't realize until I got, I'm gonna say, this age,
yeah,
today, that there was a such thing as an inner child. And so I
yeah,
actually had a coach to come across my platform
yeah,
and break it down.
yeah.
But you know what? Our inner child can hold us back from a
It
lot of
does.
things in our
It
lives.
does.
And
It does.
my inner
Yeah.
child been taking over for a long time, and I didn't even
It
realize
does.
it.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. Me too. Sister, Mom, we in the same boat. All of us. We all in the same boat. You know
So
what I'm
now I'm
saying?
having to fight that inner child. So you got to get out the way. It's time for me to get where I need to go. But a lot of us don't
I
even
don't
realize
think we
that it's
gotta fight them. I think fighting it is the worst thing that we do. Is kind of like suppressing them instead of having compassion and giving grace to them, and or
Mhm.
her, and understanding the inner child, and consoling and reparenting. That's the real phrase, is reparenting, giving that inner child what it didn't have so that it can grow up. You know what I mean? Basically, you
Mhm.
know what I mean? Because that's really what it is. We walking around and we young in the mind and in the spirit and the soul, but grown as can get. You know what I mean? And we haven't healed, so we stuck. You know?
You're right. You're right. I agree. I agree. So if you could only perform one song in a room full of people who's never heard of you, what song would you sing that tells them everything they need to know?
My song,
Hmm.
that everything they need to know, huh? I would say for my children. It's a song I wrote. It's on my album. It's called Introspection, and the single was called For My Children. You can
Nice.
learn a lot about me from that song.
Now I do have a snippet of one of your songs. I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna play and let them hear. So we're gonna play the snippet and we right back.
Let's do it.
Hey, roll on it. There's times in here by the dozen. Yeah, there's times in here by the dozen. There's times in here by the dozen. Yeah, there's times in here by the dozen.
Like a thief in the night, came and stole your heart. Yet and still you won't leave, though you're torn apart. So you're headed to the club, looking for some love, but it won't meet you there. Oh no. They say they one in a million, yeah, a hot one. But you won't find out another not one to make you feel so good inside. You think they fly, huh? Top gun, but you gon' find out the hard way. Nobody will love you like you love you. They just want your soul, love. Don't you let it go, love. Because they come.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that song. You almost caught me jamming.
Hey, that's my jam right there. That's actually one of my favorite songs. Actually,
Nice.
actually, I said to the moon, but I love that song because it came to me at a time where I actually felt that. Like they just want your soul. You know what I mean? They want a part of you that they can have, and just don't give that to them. You know what I mean? Like it was really a dope song for me at the time
I
I
like that
created
song.
it.
I do.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I like that song. I played it up until this interview. I was playing it over and over again. I was like, I need to hear the lyrics. I need to hear the lyrics too. So I just
yeah.
kept listening to it on repeat. But anything you can play on repeat
Thank you.
is a good
Yeah,
song.
thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that a lot. I definitely appreciate it.
So
Actually, I'm gonna put a remix. I put a remix of that song out with an artist named 3D Nati, who's a really successful artist out of Louisiana.
okay.
And check her out when you get a chance. 3D Nati, I think you will like her a lot. She has a very positive message, very good lyrics. She's a lyricist. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Send me her name and I'll definitely check her
I
out.
will. I will.
Definitely.
As soon as we get off the line, I will send you her name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm down to my last question before we do the BTS versus the Vibe. So
Okay.
if you could collaborate with a future version of yourself
Ooh,
10 years from now,
okay.
what kind of track do you think you make together?
Uh, 10 years from now, I'll probably, hopefully, have met Timberland, and we will be collabing and working together, and we would be making some gospel music that is um out of this world. Yeah, that's
Nice.
it. We'll be making something that could be played as shout out to Miles Minnick, you know what I'm saying, that's recently played Rolling Loud. I got to go to Rolling Loud, where Miles Minnick is a gospel rapper who opened at Rolling Loud. That's like first time ever. You know what I mean? So the possibilities in that realm are endless. I believe so. Yeah,
Nice. I
definitely.
love it. All right, so now we're gonna play the BTS versus Vibe. So what happens in this one? I put a twist on yours. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you the lyrics on this.
Okay.
The first couple is gonna be the lyrics, and then I give you a multiple choice, maybe, maybe, of who
Okay.
this person is with these lyrics, and then at the end I'll do a trivia question. I had two trivia questions, so I'm gonna do the countdown. We
All
come
right.
back. Get ready.
Let's go.
All right. So first one up is I put my thing down, flipped it, and reversed it.
Mm, that's Missy.
Ah, oh man, you got it. You got it.
Hey,
Work it. Yeah, work it by Missy. Okay. Now every now I know this was an easy one. I said I'm gonna give him some easy ones in the beginning. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left.
originally Neo sung it, but that's a Beyonce song.
You said Neo?
Yeah, Neo wrote that for Beyonce. He sung it first.
Wow. I did
Yeah,
not know that.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, I learn something new every day.
Amen.
Next up, baby, I'm hot just like an oven. I need some loving, and baby, I can't hold it much longer. Now I know you know who this is.
I don't think the sun is marvelous. I'm rising, I'm rising.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Marvin right there. What?
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So the last one is a trivia question. What was Usher's first big hit single in 1997? You Got It Bad is A.
Mhm.
B. Nice and Slow. C. You Make Me Wanna. And D. Yeah.
1997.
97.
What was the second? And it
It's
was Make
Got
Me
It
Wanna,
Bad. You Got It Bad. Nice and Slow. You Make You Wanna. And yeah.
Nice and Slow.
No. You Make
You
Me
got
Wanna.
it. Oh, you make me wanna.
Yeah. The key word was
It
1997.
was. I'm tripping. I'm
Yes.
tripping. Because I'm thinking about the Usher slide. So the Usher slide was 97. Was the you feel me? You make me now. You make me wanna. It was Nice and Slow.
Yes.
But you
Nice and
make me wanna was the first time he hit it though, and he took the
yeah.
shoes off.
Yes. Yes.
Ah,
1997 was the
that
hint.
was 97. That was it. Dang,
Oh
97.
man, that was good.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's
So
why the math right there.
now I'm down to your spotlight.
Okay.
This is your time to shine. Tell everybody what's coming up for you in 2025 if you want to, because
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta move in silence and then tell them how to follow
Yeah.
all the good stuff.
Um.
And I'm gonna add
Okay.
a twist to that too. Uplift the young folks because I think some of these young artists need somebody with some type of wisdom to get them to the next level. So I'm gonna do
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
countdown. After the countdown, you got the platform,
I got you.
right?
Mhm. Hey, hey. This is just singing folks J Luck. You can catch me on Instagram at I am J Luck. TikTok, I am the real J Luck. Every other platform is I am J Luck. You get exclusive content on imjluck.com. And I just want to say to the young artists that is out there striving to be seen and heard and validated that you're good enough, that is something that you got to do within you. And I think that once you decide to do the inner work, those things of validation, those things of those natures, all that stuff will fade away because you will know that you're good enough because you are good enough just as you are. So I hope that you take that and utilize that in your writings, utilize that when you go out and you network, utilize that and be the best you that you can be. All right. Much love.
Absolutely. But that's the problem. A lot of us around here are walking around, don't know who we are. And
Yeah,
as
exactly.
soon as we find out, we're gonna run like I don't know, we're gonna hit the pavement running.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
But thank you so much for being a guest on my platform.
Appreciate
I'm
you for
in to
having me.
win it with you. If there's anything that I can do on my end, let me know. I do music promos for my artists, so
Okay.
I do pop ups sometimes too. Sometimes I just pop up because it's one of the artists' birthdays.
Okay.
So I do
No.
pop up music promos too. So if
Okay.
you get any new music, just send it to me.
I most definitely will. I most definitely will. And I also have a podcast. It's called Lyric Bust Down, where I bring artists out. It's going to be more geared now to more Christian artists and people that have clean music. So if you know any artists that are looking for promo, send them my way as well. Because I do, if they want to do like what's it called? The Oh my goodness, I had a brain fart. But yeah, basically, if they promo run, you know what I mean? Basically, when artists go out and they have a new single or something, they want some help pushing. If it's clean, tap in with me. It's
Oh,
all good.
I got some gospel artists I can definitely send your way that are
Yeah,
great.
that's
So I
beautiful. Thank
definitely do
you.
that. I definitely
Yes,
do that.
please
So
do. And I'll
thank
send
you
you that
once.
information too.
Absolutely. We
All
gotta
right.
win together. That's one way to win together. So
That's it.
got
That's it.
but
All
thank
right
you once
now.
again.
All right now. God
And
bless you and keep you. All right now.
you as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
And thank you to everyone else out there that's tuning into this amazing episode. Man, listen, if you didn't catch the gems in this episode and in this episode, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So thank you so much for tuning into another episode. Today we've heard a powerful voice, a vision for change, ownership for our stories, integrity in every word, courage to speak truth, and mission to elevate others. So remember, your voice matters, and together we can continue breaking the silence. So join the conversation, share your truth, and be a part of the change. So until next time, stay inspired, stay courageous, and keep empowering others to share their stories. Later.
So I just finished my podcast interview with Nikki at Breaking the Silence. You can find her on YouTube. You can find her on Facebook and TikTok as well. So you guys, it was an experience. I was so nervous, but I had so much fun. I'm ready to do it again. Y'all just be sure to check her out. If you have a business that you want to put out there, use her platform. This is what she does, and she does it well. So just reach out. It's not that hard. If you want to be seen, there are ways to get seen. So give her a follow, give her a view. Check out her work. Bye.
Thanks for watching another episode of Breaking the Silence. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.